Oh, hello, ho-ho! It is I, Santa the Claus. It's that time of year again, and if you're like me, you aren't prepared at all. So I'm here to present to you all sorts of gifts for all sorts of people. As the gracious Sonic Show is hosting me, all gifts will be Sonic related. This will either increase your relationship with your friends and family, or leave you banned from visiting Aunt Elisa's house ever again. Without further ado, let's begin! Today on Sonic Gift Ideas, we're going to be covering a fan who's pretty hard to buy for. He's called the Collector. No, not the one from Guardians of the Galaxy. Pretty similar, though. This person usually has a lot of physical merchandise, and display it in glass cabinets or on top of a dresser where family pictures would normally go. I'll be passing this one off to the Sonic Show's own resident collector, John O.D. Oh ho ho.
Hey everyone guys, I'm Jono, and today we're going to be talking about more stuff that you can get your fellow Sonic fans for Christmas. Today we're going to be looking at stuff that you can get your collector friends. Now, thing is, there's a pretty big problem when it comes to getting stuff for collectors. And that main problem is as follows.
They already have bloody everything!
Already, that's quite a big problem. So what I'm going to be looking at is something which is fairly easy to get a hold of, but it's not cheap. When I say it's not cheap, we're talking a few $100s worth of money. But the good thing is that you can get it for a few $100s today, and you can still sell it on for a few $100s, a few days down the line, if not more than what you originally got it for. Anyway, I can't really talk much about high-end collectibles, or I can't go on too long without mentioning a little company called First Four Figures. First Four Figures is a company who specialises in making highly detailed, limited runs of statues of video game characters. So, in my cabinet behind me here, I have got Shadow the Hedgehog, produced by First Four Figures, released at the start of 2014. Each of them are handmade, each of them are hand-painted, and they're also individually numbered as well. So, every product is completely unique and completely individual. Well, earlier this year, they started shipping this thing. This thing is the First Four Figures Sonic Generations exclusive diorama. What it is it's 13 pounds of pure polystone sculpted, hand-painted loveliness. It depicts both modern Sonic and classic Sonic boarding down the street as seen in City Escape. It is the exclusive edition, so it does have some light-up features which you can activate with a switch on the back, and that causes some of the features to light up, namely the sparks on both of their boards and also the ramp just here. Unfortunately, there's not really a huge amount I can really sort of say about this without delving into nerdy collector talk, but really it's just a display piece. It's there to look pretty, it's there to exist, so, make your desk prettier, make your cabinet prettier, whatever. So question is, what is the price of this thing? Well, this thing will actually deal your wallet about $330 of damage, and that's excluding shipping if it applies to wherever you happen to live. So what exactly is it that sort of justifies this enormous price tag? First of all, you get a lot of statue for your money. This thing is massive. It's about 12 inches tall. It's about 12 inches tall. It's about 12 inches long and about 10 inches wide. So if you got the space, this thing is going to fill it, no doubt, and it's going to make, a pretty big centerpiece if you happen to be like a collector of Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. Next thing I really want to talk about is it's just the amount of detail they somehow managed to cram into this thing. I know it's a big thing, and so you would expect a lot of detail, but the detail isn't just, on a big scale, it's on a very small scale as well. So not only are both of these sort of Sonics perfectly on model, but you just need to look at things like, the underneath of this board, for example, which actually has the Sonic logo on it. No one's going to see that, but, they painted it up anyway. You can even look at the things like the road surface here, and even the sort of detailing on the side as well. It looks like real tarmac, basically, and they've done like a really, really good job at, getting that authentic sort of roadway look. Finally, the big thing with this is rarity. First Four Figures is only making 450 of the exclusive model, which is what I have here, and you can be pretty sure that once they run out, and if you manage to snag one, their price is only really going to go upwards. There is a slightly cheaper sort of regular version, but it's available of this statue from First World Figures and possibly other retailers as well if you look, which is available for $300. But it does omit some of the features, so for example the sparks on both of these don't light up, the ramp doesn't light up, any of that. And it is slightly less limited, so there's something like 1,000 pieces available as opposed to only the 450 available of these. So really there's not much of a sort of price gap between them, only $30 or so. So if you can, do get the exclusive one because it is better. It was also only just released this year. It was only released, it was around the end of August, start of September. So First World Figures does still have a few left as of the time of me making this little video. And once First World Figures sells out of these, that'll be it. There won't be any more. But of course, don't forget what I said, this thing is very, very, very expensive. So if you are actually going to be kind enough to get it for somebody else, make sure that, you know, it's going to somebody who you really, really, really like. Failing that, you could just keep it for yourself and just use it, and you can gloat to all of your Sonic or collector friends, whatever. So there we go. If you are looking around for a Christmas present for that Sonic collector, which you happen to like very much, and you happen to have a spare mother load in your back pocket like most of us don't, then yeah, by all means do check out the First World Figures Sonic Generations diorama, because it is pretty incredible.
Oh ho ho, with a price tag like that, someone gets it to you, you should marry them. Seriously, marriage is a beautiful thing to be shared with two people. Oh, but if that's a little pricey for you, maybe try some Sonic Pixel Blocks. They're a cheaper but just as thoughtful alternative. Click the link here for our review, coincidentally also by Jono. Oh ho ho! Oh, finally! To allow the collector to always have that Sonic swag, why not get them some Sonic socks? Well, they don't look gaudy at all, but knowing the collector, these'll never leave their packaging. These can be bought at yellowbulldog.co.uk/collections/numbskull-missing-the-bee. Whoa. Well, that's about it for today. Remember, it's the thought that counts, but it's your money that pays. Whoa. See you next time.